So I'm streaming and I'm recording. I'm gonna change the name of the stream. How the fuck I do that? Stream manager. Oh, the setup. Let's see. I'm low-key missing this trade. I'm a paper trade. I'm gonna break down why I'm taking this trade in a minute. All right, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to change the name of the stream. Do that. Get the way I can see. We're gonna watch on the 5 minute. How the fuck I changed the name of the stream? Live. Capone versus everybody. English. I'm not even playing Matt. Access more tools, my view. My view. Quick actions. Edit stream info. Got it. Got it. Look like we sweeping liquidity. So I might be getting out of this one soon. We're gonna see. We wanna see this fair value gap hold. I'm gonna take another one. Yeah, that bet balance price range right here. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if this hold. It don't look like it's finna hold. My dog finna start barking, so I'm gonna mute this bit. Cause he finna go crazy in like 3 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So, basically, what I'm saying, we kind of getting like a sweep of liquidity right here. I'm gonna move all these lines, all this stuff, so y'all can see, and I'm just gonna draw it out. So basically, we sweeping all of this liquidity right here, right? But really, it's kind of like a breaker structure when you think about it. So, and when I say breaker structure, I'm trying to figure out how to delete this. When I say breaker structure, when you watch the market structure right here, right? Let's do a path. We'll go up to 3 minute. All right. First, we got a breaker set up. So we got a high. So we'll start from here. We get a high, low, higher high, lower low. Automatically, that becomes a breaker setup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the last leg down. I usually just use the body of the candle. And that becomes our bearish breaker. Right. Now, once we consolidate in this area right here, right, and price comes and gives a clean close, right, it's giving us a clean close below all of that liquidity that we starting to, we're not really sweeping, we're like raiding. This is liquidity raid. The main thing I'm looking at is my fair value gaps holding up, and is my balanced price ranges holding up. So I'm gonna drop back down to 1 minute, and I'm gonna go to my macro time frame. So whenever I'm entering in here, right? So once price gave this balanced price range, it manipulates. So first you get macro open. It manipulates up, delivering into another fair value gap. We get a balanced price range right here, right? Once it gives that, my entry, my model, my entry really should be here. All right, stop loss here, and then I can shoot for 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, right? But I'm going for more of a day trade setup, which it may not, it may not work because how choppy it is. But, and then I gave myself all the way up to this breaker for a stop. So I'm going for something that's more like this. Aiming for previous day low. This is the low from previous day. I'm going to clean my chart up so y'all can see it. Previous day low. So for me, that just means it's a lot of buyers it's a lot of people who brought, a lot of buyers who went in right here. So that means their stops will be here, 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 wherever, if they was to buy here. If they was in profit and they didn't take their, their profits, now their positions are starting to, go back into drawdown. So, it's a high risk setup. You know what I mean? Plus, I entered late, but it's fine because I'm getting a breaker structure, so my stop really should be here. So basically, I'm paper trading too. I am taking this trade on my account too as well. Like I said, I did enter in late, so I'm expecting drawdown for this trade. So I'm shooting for a 4 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So we'll just sit and watch what price do. I'm expecting it to chop. It might give a sharp move down, but if this fair value gap starts to hold again, 12-hour fair value gap, I'm just gonna do this. 12-hour fair value gap. It's also like a daily fair value gap. We at the 30% continuation field. So if this holds up, we're more likely to see price to go to all the way up to wherever it wants to reprice to, because we've been extremely bullish for the past few months, past 2 months really. but I'm expecting price to at least take out previous day low, disrespect this fair value gap. Oh, I need to start locking my drawings because I do that all the time. Disrespect this value gap, this fair value gap, respect, this one. Come down into this the FOMC day wick. So for me, it's kind of like, to me, it's like an order block to me. You get what I'm saying? So we're just gonna see. We're gonna see how it play out. You get what I'm saying? And then another good way to draw out the risk to rewards, you can layer the short positions, right? So I know I'm shooting for a 3-to-1. So right here, I'm just gonna do it to 1-to-1. Short. This is just a good way to, track where the profits are going. Or you can use a fib. 2-to-1. So if I start getting to these areas and price starts to retrace back up, then I'll take profit. Another thing I'll do, I'll measure this range too. So if price starts to, respect, I'll give a reversal signature, anywhere above the mean of this area. Then I'll be looking to take profit. So we gonna see. Great setup. Great setup. I'm gonna mute my mic. Let me look in the chat. All right, no, ain't nobody in the chat like that, so I'm just gonna show it. I'm gonna start sharing my links right quick. How the fuck? How I copy the link? Oh, I gotta go to Twitch. That's the issue. Let me look at the trade. I bet it's playing out. I gotta be careful because gold has been choppy. You see this? So it's not really leaving room for no errors. I'm gonna move my stop. Price can manipulate back up into this area, but we want to start getting speed to the downside. Like I said, we in this fair value gap, so it more than definitely can respect this area. So we just gonna see. We're gonna switch up to a 5-minute. Yeah. High resistance right here. You can see the sellers are struggling to push price down. Buyers holding up. It's because we tapping into this fair value gap. It's 12-hour. It's also like a daily fair value gap. If you go up, we in a big ass daily fair value gap. So like I said, price more than likely can respect this with no problem. But it can manipulate into the macro area. So we just want to make sure that This holds. Like I said, we kind of sweeping liquidity, so let me drop it back down to 1 minute. I'm gonna look at some of this structure. I usually don't use none of these fibs neither. I mean, not the fibs, but the fuck they call the the short position. What's your name? See how it's starting to respect this. So one thing I'm seeing is kind of get a small, sell side by side in the fixture right here. Probably starting to respect that. Looking more like a liquidity sweep at this level. Let me go to the 15 minute and see. I didn't know I had drawings on this side. Yeah, starting to sweep liquidity. Expecting this. This becomes inversion fair value gap. So I'm taking a $300 loss on this trade. I'm going to switch to buys. My stop loss is going to be this low. So if I lose again, it'll be about a band lost. I take profit. Like I say, I probably should have stayed on that trade too. That sells. Because the buys it really doesn't look like too much. But I'm going to go to the high of Asia session. Take profit. So we kind of get another balanced price range right here. That's what I'm saying. It's real choppy on gold. So it may not be much this session, especially if this, you know, if this doesn't play out right here. I'm bring my stop up. Breakaway gap. We definitely don't want price to come back in that area at all. If it comes back, that means we consolidating. That means we have no trades right now. So we kind of getting liquidity sweep here. Low, equal lows. Hitting the order block. Hitting the 12-hour fair value gap. We're getting a small, inversion. Price can still respect all of this. That's why I say, man, y'all come learn, man, for sure. Y'all definitely come learn because, you know, I took a 300 loss, so that means my break even would be basically the mean of that. See, I'm really expecting price to go through all of this. See how those how it kind of like gives a trend line, kind of like. This might be the low price, this might be it. You get what I'm saying? We respected this 12-hour fair value gap. You get what I'm saying? Now it's back time to, go back to all-time highs. It could chop here for another 2-3 days, you never know. So we just gonna take what price is giving us. This turns into another inversion fair value gap. Move my stop up. The reason that's an inversion, because price previously used it to send it down as a fair value gap in the beginning. Now, if it wasn't used, then that means it's just an inefficiency still. So basically, all of this is just inefficiency. So that means that everybody that sold in, everybody that sold in, you get what I'm saying, during this leg, they may not have gotten filled, properly. So that's really the reason why that happened. Up about 600, 7. Post this one on YouTube. So right now, this would be a good spot to start taking profit. You get what I'm saying? We at this breaker. The market structure already shifted back bearish. So, you know, for the higher time frame release. So basically what I'm saying is that if we start to get up here and price starts to reverse, we get out. If we get up here and price starts to consolidate, then we wait till it gets to our target. And then I make 15. You get what I'm saying? So, simple enough. It's really just about building a narrative. You come in every day and you can build a narrative behind whatever strategy you got and follow it, you know, 1000%. You know, you never really fail. You never really fail. I look for this same pattern every day with these same signatures every day. I look for the same criteria every day. Same criteria every day. You get what I'm saying? So matter of fact, I'm gonna type that out. First thing I look for, 1, draw liquidity. I can't spell right now. However, you know what I'm saying. All right, y'all know what I'm saying. All right. The second thing I look for is, any kind of like market structure shift. Market structure shift, breaker structure, SMT. And the third thing is it during macro window? Well, all of my trades are during the macro windows anyways, right before or right after. Plus defined target. All right. If I don't have those 3 things adding up and lining up, then you get what I'm saying? I'm not trading. You get what I'm saying? I don't have a trade. I don't have a setup. So I can't come here, you get what I'm saying, try to force sell down, even though, you know, I'm experienced enough, you know, you feel me? But it's not about experience. It's about following my strategy. Am I experienced enough to follow my strategy every day? So that's really the main thing behind that. Am I experienced enough and disciplined enough? Have I got enough, you know, have I had enough ass whoopings and losses? You get what I'm saying? To say that I'm finally going to follow my strategy this time. You get what I'm saying? So, like I say right here, I'm up. All right, you see how we starting to come down? Now, one thing I'm looking at is that we starting to sweep this liquidity right here. Now, I don't use trends lines, but when I draw that, to me, that's just like a drawn liquidity. All right, that's all that's showing me. So I'm looking for 2 things to happen. All right. One, when we get here, are we going to reverse or are we gonna go into a consolidation? All right. Or are we still in our expensive leg? Two, well, that's probably the two things right there. Are we gonna reverse? Or are we still in our expensive leg? Are we consolidating? That's the three things I look for. That just goes back to, elementary ICT knowledge. You get what I'm saying? And not consolidate, but retrace. And because we starting to sit on top of all of these, like these inversion fair value gaps, you know what I'm saying? I can at least take break even on the day, on the night, on this session. See what I'm saying? So since we sweeping this liquidity, price more than likely already done did what it's gonna do. Now we can sit in a hold. You get what I'm saying? We want to see if we start to respect this, these inversion fair value gaps and stuff. I'm up 1,700 on the day. That's more than what a lot of people make. You have to start. You gotta have. You gotta have that trader's decision on when to take profit, when to get out. And not just to watch profits go away. Because you can literally take the best setup and just from being greedy and want to have them unicorn wins, you get what I'm saying? You can lose everything. So I'm gonna see what price do. If we start to come down, let's see. We haven't gotten a clean break of structure. Okay, if we disrespect this 2-minute fair value gap, I'm out of this trade. And it's kind of looking like I'm already out of it. But we're going to see. And we're going to watch it on the 2-minute. Basically because the reason I picked this is because it's breaking this structure right here. So we're coming up, we breaking, this lower high, market structure shifting back to the upside. Like I said, this could be the low of the rest of September. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But gold is very bullish right now. It's definitely, I feel like it's gonna go to 4,000. But like I said, it don't matter how I feel. We just take what the charts give. I'm gonna step away for a second. I'm gonna mute my mic. All right. See, the trade still playing out. Let's just see. Like I said, we hitting a big ass balance price range, but it's a lot. Uh, buy side, sell side inefficiency is still left here, so we still got this one. That's why my take profit is here too. That's the first fair value gap after the balance price range. So technically, all of this would be an order block for my lower time frame. So price would either shoot through that or it's gonna come and slow down and do what it do. But we gonna see. Like I say, I don't know. I'm just speculating. But I've done it plenty of times to where I've watched it plenty of times to where I know it happens. We'll drop down. It's hard to see. I know it's kind of hard to see, y'all. I got a lot of drawings on here too. But believe me, they all mean something. And then I kind of come in and redo my drawings, my lower time frame drawings. They'll probably just sit here and then but I'll probably come in and redo like order blocks and stuff like that. Because it can get aggravating. See all of that. Think about taking profit, especially if that doesn't hold. I'm kind of getting a clean break of structure though, so we're gonna see. But like I say, gold very choppy right now. I feel like only thing it's doing is just allowing the big hitters to get in at a cheaper price. So now that they know that it got the potential to go up, it's allowing the big hitters to come get in, cheaper price. You get what I'm saying? Now they go sell it. Locking in some more profit. Like I say, I don't really like how it's kind of like going up like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take profit. I'm kind of getting tired of watching this trade, y'all. So, all right, it been real. Boom. That's a band made on a one win, one loss. Great setup. You get what I'm saying? The criteria came. We had all our confluences lined up. We had a higher time frame. We had a lower time frame. You get what I'm saying? We had our first initial drawn liquidity. We got accumulation right here. Equal lows. Equal low. Then if you come back, we got these lows right here from the PM session. You get what I'm saying? We coming and having an SMT with these lows. This basically is rating the liquidity from these lows too as well. All right. Take some of the markups back off. We came in, market, we got our macro time frame, gave us our signatures, gave us our sell side by side, inefficiencies. I was in sales at first with the balanced price range, which sales did look good. You know what I'm saying? I was, trying to go for price to disrespect this 12. But when I got, these other, signatures, once I got a reversal signature in this area, like I talked about before the trade even got here, I said if price comes in this area, give a reversal signature, I'm out. And then you get what I'm saying? Buy still look good right now. Like I said, I probably could have held this. I'm just tired of watching it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Wealthwise strategies, y'all definitely, join the Discord. It's free. I also offer, one-to-one teachings. Instagram, Wealthwise Trader. Subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that watched the Twitch stream. Y'all have a good night.